How you guys doing? I just wanted to give my opinion and my just give an explanation of my disgust for the worldwide church. The kind of church it's a playground. The kind of church it's a motivational conference on Sundays or Saturdays. The kind of church that's got gymnasiums and buffets and teaches the Band-Aid for the conscience gospel. Well, in today's paper here, the hashtag Me Too movement crisis jolts Southern Baptists ahead of key gathering next week. A series of sexual misconduct cases has prompted the Southern Baptist Convention's socially conservative all-male leadership to seek for forgiveness for the ill treatment of women and vow to combat it. There are a bunch of perverts in it. They lust for women other than their wives. And these are men of God behind the pulpits? This is one of the reasons. These kind of men say they're men of God and they contaminate real Christ-serving people, real true Christians. Another guy quotes, "The past 2 months have been tough for our convention." And this is the Southern Baptist Convention President, Stephen Gaines. "I believe God has allowed all of this to happen to drive us to our knees." Yeah. It'll drive you straight to hell. The avalanche of sexual misconduct that has come to light in recent weeks is almost too much to bear. These grievous revelations of sin have occurred in churches, in denominational ministries, and even in our seminaries. And that's a quote from Reverend Albert Mohler. Now, he is one of the good ones, one of the good men of God out of these for-profit, off of the gospel pastors. There's more. Trying to just thumb through it. I just read it seconds ago. Albert Mohler acknowledged that the crisis might raise questions about the Southern Baptist Convention's doctrine of complementarism, which espouses male leadership in the home and in the church and says a wife is to submit herself graciously to the servant leadership of her husband. Yeah, I agree with that. The wife is to submit, but the husband's supposed to submit to that wife as well. I did a video a while back on there's different positions. A husband's supposed to have a caring love for his wife, and she's supposed to submit to him, right? You know, in the more physical things, a woman's not to do the physical things a man can do, because a woman's to tend to the home, to do the things that the man's too ignorant to do. I think people get that word "submit to your husbands" a little wrong. There's one more thing in here. One guy quotes, "We can work against our matrimony-shattering, no-fault divorce culture and shore up marriages. But this is needed work. Never means asking women to suffer abuse." There was something in here about him saying women should keep quiet about being abused. Of course, I can't find it now. This is haphazardly thrown together, I'm sorry. The resolution's author, Midwestern Seminary President Jason Allen, bristled at the notion that wives should endure abuse to save their marriages. Nuh-uh. No way. That wife should speak out. Speak out about that scumbag and make it known who he is and how he is. And he's not who he says he is. That's just the Southern Baptist Convention. It's just a bunch of perverts, and not all of them. And they're fallen men just like everyone, but they can't control themselves, and they're running these big, huge, big money, big buck churches that people go to because they've accepted the world into the church. There's no more sound doctrine taught. They teach the easy believingism. And there's a guy on YouTube here that I can't remember his name, Jack something, whatever, he ain't important. But he rags on all this good doctrine. And, you know, nobody, I venture to say that very, very few in the world really know what serving Christ is. And these I just wanted to touch on this. These pastors right here give it a bad name for people that believe in the real, true gospel. It's a dying breed. We're a dying breed, y'all. That's all.